Shalom, shalom. This Zephaniah, Yahayaka, YASHARAHLA, aka Mordecai. And today's lesson is daily medicine. I think this dose 5 or 6, cause when I do my formats, my formats is I got classes. I do full-fledged classes where I go into books, letters. I use man wisdom. What else, man? Books, letters, precepts, books, and letters, and man wisdom. You know what I mean? So, cause it tell you, men that's learned, they come up with exquisite parables they self. Men that got knowledge of, got wisdom on a basic level, to understand and to see and put forth wise thoughts. It said they come up with their own exquisite parables and all that they self. You know what I mean? So, and I do, matter of fact, let me try to find that joint. Alright, here we go right here. So I said when I do a full-fledged class, I give you precepts, books, letters, any testimonies, and man wisdom going into stuff you see that's going on in the earth that you can pull wisdom out of and come up with parables yourself. This Sirach 18-29. It say, they that were of understanding in sayings became also wise themselves and pulled forth exquisite parables. Read it again. They that were of understanding, men that's truly got understanding of the scriptures, in sayings became also wise themselves and poured forth exquisite parables. That's on a basic level. And I do lessons. So I do full-fledged classes. My lessons, I'm not really going to precept you to death. I'm going to give you enough precepts and a nice little lesson. You know what I mean? And I'm starting something called daily medicine, where I might pull a few little scriptures or something. It's not really no class. You know what I mean? Something hitting on a specific just one point. You know what I mean? Like the one a day, precept among precept. Why this one precept among precept? I just had to correct this brother. You know what I mean? He think he wise, him and his little sidekick, but they not wise at all. You know what I mean? His grace not seasoned with salt. And it's basically like him trying to teach you something. Cause it started out when I ran across the brother. Basically, you know, I was like, okay, it's a fiery brother or whatever like that. Always got his hat on and all that. Older guy. Always just remind you of somebody on the block that's talking shit all day long. You know what I mean? But then it just turned out, the more I'm watching him, he's starting to become bugged out. See, I keep my ear to what's going on Israel. So I ain't gonna delete you. I'm not gonna unsubscribe to you. I'm gonna keep my ear, because my job as a servant of the Most High, my job is get my theme music back. As a servant of the Most High, my job is to pull down strongholds. It ain't just talking about all the lies Esau bring forth. It's talking about lies these brothers bring forth too. Because you got a lot of brothers in it. Like, I'm going to go do a class tomorrow on a Sabbath called Men Don't Have Magical Powers in Terrestrial Vessels. Because you got a lot of brothers still teaching Christianity and its truth about these miracles and all that. Because that's what the so-called white man give you. You know what I mean? They give you that. And the brothers, he keep talking about as it is written, as it is written. Don't the so-called white man do that? Pastor Pork Chop do that? And anybody that think they know the Bible do that? They pull one little scripture and that negate the whole Bible. Like, people will pull John 3:16 and close the book. Like, the rest of the Bible don't even mean nothing when they pull John 3:16. They workers of iniquity. So these brothers workers of iniquity, man. They think they serving Yahweh. They causing confusion, man. So what my job is, I'm coming for heads. I don't care who you is in the truth. A priest, you consider yourself a bishop, a captain, a deacon. I don't care. If you come with a false understanding, I'm coming to chop your head off, man. You know what I mean? Basically chop the head off for that understanding, because that's my job as an assassin in this truth. I come through and clean up. When I lay foundations down, and what the priest Mahakar say, this the year the doctrine cuts. It is. Because it's a lot of stuff. I had other classes lined up. I'm working on my devil's medicine class. But I'm getting tired of these fake prophets, man. These fake prophets, these fake wise men. I go back and studies behind it. Stuff I bring out, you can't go back behind me and say, oh, he was wrong, or that, or this off, or this and that. But a lot of these brothers teaching, I can go back behind them and show where they off at. Talking about they whole little lesson. So the brother did a jump last night called Who Was Adam's Father? First of all, let's see what Yahweh say about worrying about genealogy. Let's go to 1 Timothy 1:4. That's the spur right on it. Books we getting into: King James Bible, King James Apocrypha. 1 Timothy. Before I get into it, let me give all honor and glory to the Most High Yahweh, the God that created the heavens and the earth, the God that you should fear. Thank Him for the power, the faith, and the strength. Thank Him for all the wisdom He gave me. What He done blessed me with spiritually to see. And I understand why He pissed at us, and I'm fighting to death to get back in good favor. I'm fighting for my crown. I ain't just battling Edomites, I'm battling wicked Negroes too. I don't care. It's just like a hitman. If I'm a hitman and I get paid to go do a hit, what they call painters, if I go get paid to go paint a house, if you my target, you can be my man and all that. I'm coming to get you. You know what I mean? Because you paid to do a job. So, in a parable about the parable of the talents, Yahweh Shai equated this truth to workers. We workers for Yahweh Shai and Yahweh. We being paid to go. Basically, this truth is work. Like if you on a block and a brother give you a brick, give you something, this truth the same thing. We've been given this truth to go sell it. Not physically sell it for money, sell it for souls. That's what we selling this truth for. So, I don't care who you is. You come with a false understanding, I'm coming for you. That's what I've been awakened to do. You know what I mean? Just like Esau and his signs, brothers ducking that, tips, tap dancing away from that. Once I built myself up in the truth, I dove into that and destroyed Esau. And I'm going to keep coming in on it. I'm working on a scientific class now. Attacking the CDC, USDA, FDA, and all this stuff with their food and what they doing to the planet. To it, so to speak, to the food, air, and the water. You know what I mean? I'm doing heavy classes. I'm not playing, wasting my time, getting online, running my mouth, pulling one scripture, and talking shit like a nigga on a block. And that's a class. When I could clearly see, you a baby in this truth to me, You's a baby. You need more milk. When you get in the arena with me, I'm like Mike Tyson, man. Or a great white shark or something. You don't want, I'm telling you, getting in the wrong arena, I don't open my mouth unless I know what I'm talking about. That's how I was brought up. We was taught not to be speaking. And the scriptures tell you that. It tell you don't speak out of season. You know what I mean? That's just like when I'm out there in the world. I ain't just running up on people. Yeah, you know you an Israelite. And this and that. Nah. It tell you when you find opportunity, don't hold back the truth. So that's what I do. I teach everywhere I go. These Negroes, they acting like brothers having camps and schools or something wrong with that because you got a few bad apples doing stuff. When you ain't got no understanding, the curses and the truth with us, dumb. You don't get in this truth and it's all a bowl of cherries. That's just not real. We still serving our time out. The more you serve the Most High, you just gonna get a little bit more relief because you ain't being wicked. But we ain't get the prize yet. What's the prize? To get back in our homeland. And if you one of the elect, you gonna be one of the rulers on the earth with YASHARAHLA, who they call Jesus Christ. We gonna have new bodies and all that. It say every man gonna have his own chariot. We ain't gonna be riding around in cars or nothing. What's the prize if we make it to the kingdom and we still got riding cars? That'll make Yahweh a hypocrite because cars hurting the earth. So that's how you know. It say our city gonna be made of gold and the streets and all that. Gonna have gold in them. We gonna have sparkling streets with stones on the curb. Like when you go to Silver Spring, up Maryland, out there where the Whiteys at, up there, is that City Place? They got, come on, man, robocall. They got marble marble curbs on their streets. You don't see no marble curbs in no bad neighborhood. You got regular concrete curbs. They got marble curbs. So that's how I know when we get to the kingdom, what it say we gonna have. Because they gonna build that stuff up. We gonna make all these other nations and the so-called white man build out. Just like we built everybody's kingdom. We gonna build their kingdom. They gonna build our kingdom up. So that's the prize. We ain't get our prize yet. So for one, they speaking out against the camps. Show you how wicked these Negroes is. He had the brother, the elder Quinal from FOPE on his channel discussing some stuff. The brother Quinal on his channel gave the brother a shout out and was like, Yeah, y'all should go subscribe to his channel. He got some wisdom. I thought he was being real generous by saying that, because I was like, I don't see none. I see a carnal, shit-talking nigga. You know what I mean? For real, for real. All that shit he talking. I was about to say something. I ain't even gonna say that. I ain't giving nobody no ammo. Yeah. So, now this little video he did, he talking about all these FOPE niggas. And this little sidekick, the one that talk and read like he got cerebral palsy, this medicated ass Negro, he co-signed it, talking about, yeah, these niggas with these camps and all that. How you gonna teach our nation how to be Israelites if people don't see no unity? If everybody just see niggas sitting back being individualites, ain't nobody gonna wanna go join no school. I ain't joined no school because I came in this truth with wisdom. And the truth just made me wiser than what I was, and I seen fallacies in schools. Do I hate that school? Nah. If you're not wearing fringes, I'm not joining your school. If y'all teaching that the border is not at the bottom, you don't gotta put fringes at the bottom of your gums. And I see brothers teaching without fringes. That's one strike. I'm not joining. Two, I'm not joining it if you talking about separation. You know what I mean? Let me put it out there. I ask you, BK. They don't wear fringes on the bottom of their gums. And some of the stuff they teach, I don't agree with, because I know it's off. So, I'm just going to keep it basic on fringes. That's one strike for that school. The other school that's in D.C., IUIC, they teach separation. I don't never see them doing no unity camps or nothing. They bishop, they leader. It's a lot of stuff where I see he old. You know what I mean? He been in the truth all these years. 20 years, 30 years, all these years. I don't care how long you been in this truth. Like I keep saying, Most High woke me up. I'm coming to clean up. Like Elijah or David. You know what I mean? Like what Elijah tell the Most High? He thought he was the only prophet with the truth left. The Most High told him, calm down, Negro. I verbally got 7,000 prophets set to the side to myself to do what I need them to do. So, I understand my will. It wasn't meant for me to go and join one of them schools. It was meant for me to start from the ground up, start my own school, and do the work for the Most High. What work is that? What brothers not teaching? Because we all just one body. That's all we is. We all playing roles. So my role is to clean up what brothers ain't teaching. Brothers ducking Esau's signs about this earth and all that. It's my job to come and clean that up. Brothers teaching fairy tales and all stuff. It's my job to come clean that up because I can see on another level. That's just the gift I was born with. That ain't bragging on nothing. That's just being honest. Brothers gotta be honest in this truth. Just like when I was in the world. Brothers used to come to me for advice and all that. Because I spoke with wisdom in the word. My understanding. That's how I survived through what I survived through. You couldn't survive here in D.C. being no dummy. When it wasn't nothing but killers and millionaires, killers, murderers, and thieves, and millionaires running around, and swindlers and everything. You couldn't make it to where I'm at now being dumb. You had the feds try and get you, and you throw them in there too. The feds, the police, all these agencies. You had to be very smart to survive in D.C. This is a small city where everybody know everybody. Your name get the ring. You couldn't survive it being no dumbass or being weak. Either or. You had to be smart and strong. Couldn't be dumb and weak. Your ass gonna be in a box somewhere or locked up. That ain't everybody's situation, but that's a lot of people's situation. But some people just had a bad stroke of luck with somebody just ratting them out, and that can stem from a bad decision. Making friendship with somebody before you prove them, like the scriptures say. There's a lot of verbals on that. But, so, that's why I ain't with no school. But I talk to, I vibe, I build with brothers in the truth. I got Priest Mahal card numbers, contact and all that. Be talking to him through the comment board. Just sent him some on his email. Talked to him on the phone one time. Supported his school. I got brothers from IUIC I talk to. Brothers that front of battle axes. He used to be with one body. I ain't talked to him in a while. Who else? Other brothers I talk through the comment board and all that. I'm steady building with brothers. When I get a chance to, I done reached out. You know what I mean? What else? So, and I did a class called Camp Controversy that just destroyed this concept about camps. Because you got a lot of weak, effeminate Negroes. They got pride and arrogancy on them. I can't even find, I don't remember what that scripture is. The pride of your arrogancy. You know what I mean? Yay! Pride of their arrogancy, man. They arrogant and prideful and stubborn. You know what I mean? See, I grew up in the streets with brotherhood ways. Your ass ain't to fall in line. Like I said, you ain't gonna you gonna be part of this crew. You gonna play your role, and that's it. You not bucking up against the leadership. None of that. Your ass to be found in a pot somewhere in a bag, trash bag. Your ass. So we grew up learning about order and structure and all that. So I understand the order and structure of school, but I'm not gonna start no weak. I'm not gonna join no weak school. And there's one more school, the brother Yaquatas from HOI. He got a thorough school. He thorough with HOI. But some of the stuff they teach, I don't agree with. And he just starting his school and all that. I ain't putting him in that category. You know what I mean? But the main schools that's here. Why ain't rushing join them like everybody else? Because you got a lot of people, they just want to go. They don't want to build nothing from the ground up. They want to go run a joint where they can just sit down and be comfortable and just fit in. And they ain't really got to do no work because it's already established. That ain't my mindset. I got the passion and ambition of a true warrior for the Most High. I'm doing whatever it takes to make sure my family's straight by the time this destruction and everything that's coming hit. I ain't got time to be sitting on the couch with my hat cocked to the side, talking shit. It ain't got no understanding, man. So, okay. He said, who was Adam's father? So let's see what the Most High said about looking back, looking too far into genealogy. 1 Timothy 1 and 4. Neither give heed to fables and endless genealogies. Nah, let's just search out who Adam's father was. Did he have a father? And who was his father's fathers? And because we all know, brothers that's really learned, it was people on the earth. Adam wasn't the first man created. Adam is just the Adamites. He was just the chosen man out of the Adamites. It was more people on earth. Because when they had Cain, he went and married a wife from the land of Nod. So what that mean? Humans was already proliferating on a planet. So the Most High said, neither give heed to fables and endless genealogies which minister questions. Who nuts Adam came out of? Which minister questions? Who begot Adam? Which minister questions? Rather than godly edifying, which is in faith so do. Rather than having true understanding to teach the real situation of Adam. You so worried about what nuts he came out of. You don't even understand the deep parable of the book of Genesis. The Bible is a compressed book. Like I said way back months ago in one of my classes. If the Bible was written out verbatim, that joint will be stretched all the way to another part of the city from where I'm at. And there's books we don't even got. We just got this little bit right here, the KJV. And a few other little, Hebrew texts and all that. This is what Yahweh wanted us to have. It's more books. You got the book of Nathaniel. You got the book of Gad. You know what I mean? The book of Jasher. There's other books. And there's more books. I don't know if they authentic or not. If it's any authentic copies of them, but there's other books too. I seen a joint about Adam and the Chronicles of Adam and Eve. I got it saved in my PDF. I don't know if that's authentic, so I ain't never mentioned it. So that's strike one. What he doing wrong right there? Thinking too hard on that, and you just teaching on the surface. If this script, if this truth, if this book is as it is written, then these parables, then this is a fairy tale book. Because as it is written, it said Christ gonna come in on a white horse. Like Pegasus. Is it him and the angels on white horses? Is he literally gonna be flying through the sky on a white horse like Esau give you in Clash of the Titans, Pegasus? So it ain't talking about that dumb. Everything ain't as it is written. So I went in the comic book and gave him the understanding about was Christ magically born, and was Adam magically born, because he tried to link them two up. Because Christ is called the second Adam. You know what I mean? So this what he did wrong. And he tried to link it up with I'ma pull that, but let me start right here. Sirach 11, chapter 7. Blame not before thou hast examined the truth. Understand first and then rebuke. So they be just blaming Negroes that come with the correct. He said, do anybody got something to say? We don't want to hear what you got to say. Show it through scripture. So that's what I did. But this what they do. Blame not before thou hast examined the truth. Understand first and then rebuke. Answer not before thou hast heard the cause. Neither interrupt men in the midst of their talk. Verse 9. Strive not in a matter that concerneth thee not. Who nuts Adam came off of? Strive not in matters that concerneth thee not. Come on, man. So that's what they doing. You know what I mean? Let's go to Colossians 4 and 6. I'm tired of these fake prophets, man. I'm coming for you. In a minute, I'm going to start calling you out. Been holding my cool on doing stuff like that. I had called that dude Big Judah out. Because he wanted to go on the comment board and talk smack. And then when I called him out, then he wanted to start. Because he never was showing himself. And the scriptures tell you, if you can't see who teaching, don't follow. So he seen when I said that, then he started trying to make videos showing himself. I ain't playing with none of these Negroes, man. So, go to Colossians. Book of Colossians, chapter 4. And this is something else he do. Not only is they blaming before they done heard the truth, understand first and then rebuke somebody. Then when you rebuke somebody, this what else you doing? Ain't doing. Colossians 4 verse 6. Let your speech be always with grace, seasoned with salt. Let your speech be always with grace, seasoned with salt, that ye may know how ye ought to answer every man. So, talking to brothers we all just trying to get to the truth. Talking to brothers like we on a block, like you scan somebody, is not having your speech always with grace and seasoned with salt. You ain't got no grace and no season, man. You bland and clumsy. You clumsy and bland, Negro. I don't hear no grace and no season with salt. I don't hear no eloquent speaking. That's grace. And season with salt, wisdom. You know what I mean? I don't hear none of that. All I hear is this clumsy brute. You know what I mean? That's what I see. This clumsy carnal teaching, man. You know what I mean? So, this daily medicine called Precept among Precept. So, Israel, when you teaching, you got to go precept among precept. You can't just go pull no one scripture and that's the breakdown. Run your mouth, pull one scripture, run your mouth. That's the breakdown. Then when somebody come with a real breakdown and chop you up, you want to get mad and talking smack. I'ma keep coming. Yeah, I'm like a tiger, man. You not gonna stop me. So he not only is his grace, his speech don't have no grace in that season with salt. This something else he making a mistake at. Sirach chapter 3 verse 21. Seek not out the things that are too hard for thee. Who Adam's father was. Seek not out the things that are too hard for thee. Neither search the things that are above thy strength. That's over your head, You seeking out stuff that's above your strength, above your understanding. Just like he tried to make a comment about niggas already causing burdens on Israel. The chapter about Silas and them told the brother, just don't sacrifice on the devils, eating food, sacrifice the devils, and basically following the customs of the heathen, and you all good. We ain't gonna cast no other burden on you. Them two things he said cover all the commandments. So I got a little lesson I'ma do on that too. To chop that up, called the burden of Israel. Do a small little lesson on that jump, class or whatever. Verse 22. But what is commanded thee, think thereupon with reverence, for it is not needful for thee to see with thy eyes the things that are in secret. That was kept in secret. So it's not for us to know verbatim who Adam's father was, but we can see he had a father, but that's a secret thing. So let's get into it. So this what I did. Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 7, verse 1. Myself also am a mortal man, like to all and the offspring of him that was first made of the earth. So he's talking about Adam and the Adamites. And in my mother's womb, fashioned to be flesh in the time of 10 months, being compacted in blood, of the seed of a man, not the seed of a ghost, of the seed of a man, not the seed of a spirit, or the seed of Yahweh, of the seed of a man. And the pleasure that came with sleep, sex. Jump down to 5. For there is no king that had any other beginning of earth. Then the Most High called Adam Lord of all the creatures, so he was a king. So it's talking about, this parable is talking about basically letting you know it wasn't no magical births. This Solomon is one of the wisest men ever that lived on this earth plane. Let's go to Matthew 19:19 to put the nail in the coffin. Book of Matthew, chapter 19, verse 19. Honor hold up. Oh, I know what it was. Not Matthew. John. John 19:19. And Pilate wrote a title and put it on the cross. And the writing was Jesus of Nazareth, the King of the Jews, man. What Solomon say? And in my mother's womb was fashioned to be flesh in the time of 10 months, being compacted in blood, of the seed of a man. And the pleasure that came with sleep, sex. It take man and a woman to have sex, man, on this plane right here. Human beings. John 19:19. And Pilate wrote a title and put it on the cross. And the writing was Jesus of Nazareth, the King of the Jews, man. Come on, man. And what Solomon say? For there is no king that had any other beginning of birth. So, why no magical births, man? So, in a rebuttal, they trying to pull. So, this is a statement they making about Christ. Galatians 4 and 4. Galatians 4 and 4. It say, but when the fullness of time was come, God sent forth his son, made of a woman, made under the law. Let's see what law that they was made, Christ was made under. Come on, man. So the law, the word was the sperm. You Negroes, man, need to meditate more on a precept. Stop being quick to fit your narrative. Even if the flesh try to make me make a precept fit a narrative, I meditate harder on that. I don't let that go down like that. That's how you get a false understanding. You gotta go precept among precept. Where we going at? Hebrews 13 and 4. The book of Hebrews 13 verse 4. Marriage is honorable in all, and the bed undefiled. That's what law. The law of marriage Christ was born under. Come on, man. It ain't hard to figure these mysteries out. When you make a diligent search, you meditating on it, and linking precept among precept, and what makes sense. That's how you do it. Christ wasn't born no magical birth. He didn't have no magical powers. Cause how you gonna follow him if he was a magic baby with magic powers? It's telling us be followers of him. How you gonna follow that act? He had magic like David Copperfield, where he just can touch and point his finger and make, like you see in Esau movies. A terrestrial body don't have no spiritual powers like that. You got basic spiritual powers. You know what I mean? What you can see and this basic spiritual powers. You know what I mean? You know, stuff you might say, it'll happen. Because you seeing certain stuff coming on your spirit to know. Them the spiritual powers you got. What you can see. You know what I mean? So, because this what I'm doing. And this what a lot of brothers ain't doing. I see brothers with schools, they got 40,000 subscribers, but they still teaching Christianity. Joshua 1 and 8. I seen a big gray-haired elder talking about Eve was really talking to a snake. Come on, man. That's what Esau give you. I don't want to hear that stuff. That ain't no truth to me. That's just fairy tales. Joshua 1 and 8. This book of the law shall not depart out of thy mouth, but thou shalt meditate therein day and night, and thou mayest observe to do according to all that is written therein. So, let's read it again. Joshua 1 and 8. This book of the law shall not depart out of thy mouth, but thou shalt meditate therein day and night. Negroes ain't meditating day and night, man. You not. Because I can tell you got to think stuff through. You know what I mean? You gotta think stuff through. The first thought you get that sound like it, that feel like it's right, a lot of times it's not gonna be right in its truth when it comes to these scriptures. You gotta think it all the way through, so nobody can poke a hole in your understanding. Know what I mean? So the day, okay, that was the first little thing. So his little sidekick want to comment about camps and all that. So I pulled Numbers 1 and 52. Numbers 1 and 52. And the children of Israel shall pitch their tents, every man by his own camp, and every man by his own standard throughout their hosts. This was a commandment. This was a commandment from the Most High that the Levites was sent to lay forth. The Levites is the lawgivers to the Israelites. You know what I mean? The Levites is like the police in Israel. They the overseers of the Israelites. You know what I mean? They the priests and all that of the Most High. This was a commandment for the Israelites. Do that mean every man start a camp? So what I mean about what makes sense, everybody not a teacher or a leader. It's talking about if you got the understanding to do so, start your own school and all that. By your own standard. Camps is how we congregate. So this Negro gonna come back with Exodus 33. Came up with Exodus 33 and 7. It say, in Moses, I already had this outline too. Ain't never filling in. It say, and Moses took the tabernacle and pitched it without. And Moses took the tabernacle and pitched it without the camp. He just went and set up a tabernacle. A tabernacle is a moving place to give offerings to the Most High that the Levites was commanded to be. It say, and Moses took the tabernacle and pitched it without the camp, afar off from the camp, and called it the tabernacle of the congregation. And he called it the tabernacle of the congregation, man. That's what I mean about reading and comprehension. Right? These brothers ain't got good comprehension skills. It say, and Moses took the tabernacle and pitched it without the camp. He just went and did it he went and built the tabernacle where people make supplication to the Most High by itself, afar off from the camp. And it came to pass that everyone which sought the Lord went unto the tabernacle. So like I said, it was a place to go pray to the Most High, bring them supplication. Everyone that sought the Lord went out unto the tabernacle of the congregation, man. What's the congregation in this time? Your camp, your school is the congregation. Congregation is mean to congregate. The root word of congregation is to congregate. Congregate. Meaning to gather together. Which was without the camp. It's the tabernacle of the congregation, which was without the camp, man. It's just a spot set off by itself to go and make supplication to the Most High. That's all it was. So let's get the real understanding. Let's prove it. That's what I mean about you gotta go precept among precept. Don't know one precept negate this when you don't got the understanding of what it's talking about, the context. So Exodus 25, verse 1. And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, Speak unto the children of Israel, that they bring me an offering. Now, it's the tabernacle was just to go and be by yourself and do your own thing. And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, Speak unto the children of Israel, that they bring me an offering of every man that giveth willingly with his heart. Talking about your mind. Ye shall take my offering, and this is the offering which ye shall take of them: gold and silver and brass, and blue and purple and scarlet, and fine linen and goat's head, and ram skins dyed red, and badger skins and shittim wood, oil for the light, spices for the anointing oil, and for sweet incense. To keep the tabernacle running, the place of prayer running. The place where you go and it's you and the Most High one-on-one. Onyx stones and stones to be set in the ephod and in the breastplate. And let them make me a sanctuary that I may dwell among them, according to all that I show thee, after the pattern of the tabernacle, and the pattern of all the instruments thereof, even so shall ye make it. Because the caption of this chapter is offerings for the tabernacle. So this the Most High telling them, Moses and them, to make me a tabernacle and keep it going. This what you bring to keep it going. And this how I want you to build it. Go back to 33 now. Now let's get the understanding. Verse 33. And Moses took the tabernacle and pitched it without the camp, afar off from the camp, and called it the tabernacle of the congregation. So this tabernacle Moses went to build, it represented the congregation, the camp, or whatever. And it came to pass that everyone which sought the Lord went out unto the tabernacle of the congregation, which was without the camp. It just means you was going to be with the Most High one-on-one, away from everybody. It's a spot that's personal. Everybody in your business, what you saying to the Most High. That's all it was. A righteous spiritual spot for you to go. That's set up the way the Most High wanted them to set it up. A holy ground to go on and be one-on-one with the Most High, your house. Spiritually. That's all it was. Brothers need to study, man, and stop doing this. Because you're going to get diced up when you come in the water with a great white, man. I'm not in this truth to be playing around. I got 2 babies, a 4-year-old and a 1-year-old and a wife. I ain't got time to be offending the Most High, not really having understanding, so I'm going to be committing errors. What it say? Matthew 22 and 29. Ye do err not knowing the scriptures. I'm not trying to do that because I don't know the scriptures. I'm trying to be one of the elect. If I'm trying to be one of the elect, I gotta make sure I'm right in accord with the scriptures, man. And not hating on brothers like they doing. And you cutting yourself short by hating on brothers. Thinking your way is the way. Well, if we all one body, you just a skin seed. And you ain't got no understanding. So, you like a callus on the bottom of my foot. You like a callus. You just a callus. If this truth, if all of us, all the schools is one body, one man, we equal one man. All the schools. You just a callus on the bottom of the foot of the man. Irritating his foot. He gotta go get cut off. Cause you hating on brothers that got schools that's really doing work. I'm not. I'm just gonna clean up where they all fit with they teaching. But I build and congregate with brothers from different schools right now. So I'm not breaking that commandment. If you teach something off, it's my job to add the real understanding to that. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Because if I'm off, I want a brother to correct me and show me what's the right thing. Don't be in your feelings pumped up and just having pride on you. I can't teach you nothing and all that. That's going to prevent you from becoming wise. Because you ain't going to know everything. You're going to have to bounce off of brothers. Because we, like I keep saying, we just one body. We represent one man. We just one man. All the schools, you just one man. I mean, we just one man. A school ain't nothing but like a finger. And it's true. So that's how I don't see our brothers so puffed up. Because they got a school, a up and running, proliferating school. Like you better than somebody or something. Or like you got all the truth. Well, you just like a fingernail or something, it's true. You one member. 1 Corinthians chapter 12. Tell you we all members in particular. Come on, man. It tell you don't speak out against it. It say shall the hand say. Basically it was breaking down. Should another body part speak out against this body part? Hold on, let's get it. Let's get it, man. I'm tired, man. I'm tired of these fake prophets, man. I'm coming for y'all heads, man. I'm telling you. Okay. 1 Corinthians chapter 12, verse 12. For as the body is one, it have many members. Like I said. And all the members of that one body. Nah, we all separate. We represent different bodies. And all the members of that one body, being many, are one body. So also is Christ, Yahushua. For by one Spirit are we all baptized into one body, whether we be Jews or Gentiles. Talking about Gentiles is going off the people who living like the Israelites who living like the Gentiles. Whether we be bond or free, and have been all made to drink into one Spirit. For the body is not one member but many. So you're going to have different schools and all that. Congregations or whatever. It say, whether we be bond or free and have been all made to drink into one Spirit. And it's truth. For the body is not one member, but many. In the foot, if the foot shall say, because I am not the hand, am I not the body of the body? It is therefore not of the body. So, if you're speaking out against brothers because they got schools, you ain't part of the body, Negro. Talking about brothers got schools. The Most High ain't dealing with you if you lukewarm. And all that. Because they got a school. But what it just say? For the body is not one member but many. If the foot shall say, because I am not the hand, I am not of the body, it is therefore not of the body. And if the ear shall say, because I am not the eye, I am not of the body, it is therefore not of the body. Is it therefore not of the body? If the whole body were an eye, where were the hearing? If the whole were hearing, where were the smelling? So we all playing different roles, dummy. The Most High got soldiers out there spreading the truth. He got brothers woke up, soldiers that's woke up to go at Israelites that's off, that's teaching the wrong thing, that's going to come and decapitate your understanding. And the same thing. He got sisters that's used to put work, sew, make clothes, grow, raise the children up. Sisters that's teaching other sisters. Sisters that's teaching about herbs, and they playing they different roles doing women work. Verse 18. But now have God set the members, every one of them, in one body, as it hath pleased him. So he set everybody in different roles. I don't speak out up against brothers that they might not be with a school they teaching. Long as they ain't speaking out against schools, I ain't got no problem with it, because everybody's situation different. You know what I mean? I don't know what your plan and your mindset is. And if they were, because I don't know if the Most High dealing with you on that. So I'm not going to speak out against you. That's speaking against the Most High. But I can clearly see if you being a wicked Negro. And I'm going to speak out against that, because I know for a fact the Most High not dealing with y'all. I don't care how many subscribers you got. I know for a fact the Most High ain't dealing with you. Because you ain't got no understanding, man. You just a puppy, man. It say, and if they were all one member, where were the body? So we all was doing the same thing. Where the rest of the body at? The Most High said he set them all members where they please him. So that means he got brothers playing different roles. So if he set me to be the hand, if everybody in this truth supposed to be a hand, then where the rest of the body at? It say, but now are they many members, yet but one body, man. And the eye cannot say unto the hand, I have no need for thee. Oh, I got a big proliferating school. I ain't got no need for no brother who by himself. I can't learn from him. I don't need him. I don't need to listen to him. And the eye cannot say unto the hand, I have no need of thee. Nor again the head to the feet, I have no need for thee. So what's the head? The brain, the part that think. So even if you is wise and all that, and got some high understanding, and you sitting back and you correcting a lot of false understandings like y'all think y'all doing, but y'all not. You can't tell the feet, the men that's out there, standing out there yelling to the top of their voice, teaching this truth. You can't say you ain't got no need for them. What he say? All these FOPE niggas. The Most High ain't dealing with you if you lukewarm. He gonna spit you out and all that. Come on, man. You Negroes wicked as hell, man. Ye do err not knowing the scriptures. Matthew 22 and 29. Nay, but nay, much more those members of the body which seem to be more feeble are necessary. So, brothers, you think that ain't necessary in this truth? They are necessary. It say more feeble. So, a brother that got a large school that's doing good like an IUIC, say they looking at me, he ain't got no big school. He ain't really making no whole lot of noise. I can't learn that from him. I don't need him. It say, nay, much more those members of the body which seem to be more feeble are necessary. I'm necessary for this truth. Because a lot of these brothers with them big schools, they elder. If they off about something, I'm coming to clean that up. It's just a matter of time. My platform gonna open up before this YouTube shit shut down. You know what I mean? I'ma guarantee you that. It say, verse 23, and those members of the body which we think to be less honorable, upon these we bestow more abundant honor. So, if I got a big school and I see a brother fighting hard in this truth, putting in a lot of work, and he by himself, and I know what it takes to build a school, and I can see it's spurred in the right place, he fighting hard, I'm going to give that brother a lot of honor. And our uncomely parts have more abundant comeliness. I ain't got no big school, so no big beautiful school with the beautiful garments and all that. What it say? And our uncomely parts have more abundant comeliness. I'ma look at that brother as a beautiful thing in his truth, man. Cause I know it's gonna be something he doing that's gonna inspire me to keep doing what I'm doing. That's a beautiful thing. So my little beautiful garments and my big large school and all that ain't nothing. That ain't nothing. You just a piece of skin in this truth, man. That ain't nothing. It's about being sincere, man. That's what the Most High looking for. They dealt with that with the scribes and the Pharisees. The scribes and the Pharisees was the ones sitting in Moses' seat, wanting to have the biggest seat at the events, the flashy garments, and the fake proper talk, politically correct, and all that. The Most High looking for warriors, man, that's sincere, that ain't got no fear, that's gonna love his brother, not hate, and judge righteously, and guide his family. That's what the Most High looking for. That's what this truth about. Negroes. This truth ain't about how big your school is. It ain't about the garments, how many wives you got, how many subscribers you got, how many views and likes you getting. Because you can learn from anywhere in this truth. That's how I see a lot of people get fooled in this truth. They think because a brother got 40,000 subscribers, he this great wise man. When I go and analyze what he teaching, he still need milk. Because the scriptures tell you everybody got their own gifts. Everybody not gonna have high wisdom. You just not. If you weren't born with it, you just ain't got it. You just ain't got it. Some brothers, it just ain't their time yet. But a lot of the time, you just can't see what brothers with real wisdom can see. Can everybody dunk a basketball like LeBron? Or let me put it like this. LeBron been in the league 17 years without no real major industry and major injury. That's a gift. I don't care how good you take care of your body. If your body ain't built for endurance, it's gonna break down on you. Cause you weren't born with that body structure. So like this truth, men was born with certain gifts, man. It say, verse 24. For our comely parts have no need, but God hath tempered the body together, having given more abundant honor to part which lack. So, like a brother like me, I ain't got no big school or no 40,000 subscribers and all that, but the Most High blessed me with high wisdom. How I can take precepts 3 and 4 levels, and what I can see what brothers teaching is way off. What it say? For our comely parts, for our beautiful parts, for these big schools, have no need. But God hath tempered the body together, have given more abundant honor to parts with lack. So, these big schools and all that, they ain't got no need for to be on how can I word this? They don't have no need to have like they leader. He got good understanding and all that, but they got a lot of members and stuff where they can pick each other up and bounce and vibe off each other. So he don't got no need for the Most High to give him an extra piece of wisdom. You know what I mean? To give him extra understanding and all that. What it say? Where I'm at. Having giving more abundant honor to the part which lack. You know what I mean? Or it say having giving more abundant honor to the part which lack. Alright, well, it's talking about honor. Let me go back. Let me take that back. Verse 23. And those members of the body which we think to be less honorable, upon these we bestow more abundant honor. And our uncomely parts have more abundant comeliness. So it's going into giving honor to the brothers that's less fortunate, that's fighting hard and striving in his truth. For our comely parts have no need. A brother that got this big esteemed school and all that, he already getting praise and honor and glory and all that, to keep him motivated and proliferating in the truth. Brothers that's struggling, that's starting from the ground up, that's fighting hard, that's sincere, they need pick-me-ups. Good job, brother. Oh, that was a great breakdown, brother. Keep doing the work, brother. I see you, brother. Yeah, that's what's up, Shalom. To keep him feeling good, he doing the work. To keep him feeling equal. That's what that's breaking down. For our comely parts have no need. For these big schools have no need. But God hath tempered the body together. Because we all together. Having giving more abundant honor to that part which lack, that there should be no schism in the body, no sickness. I'm fighting hard in this truth, but being as though brothers not showing me no love, I'm decaying in the inside. I'm starting to break down. Cause I'm feeling like I'm not worth nothing in the truth. Cause you still a human being at the end of the day. I don't care what you know. Everybody need to be shown love. We social creatures in the flesh. It say, and schism is sickness, but that the members should have the same care one for another. So that's what them brothers is. They a schism in the body. You know what I mean? They a sickness in the body. Like I said, they like a callus on the foot of the body. And it's true. Because you hating on brothers. You talking about brothers. And your understanding is that of a baby. On my level, you got the understanding of an egg, man. An egg without the sperm cell in it yet. You stagnant. You like some water that's been sitting in a bucket in the backyard. They got mosquitoes growing in it. Verse 26. And whether one member suffer, all the members suffer with it. Or one member be honored, all members rejoice with it. So I'm going at these brothers because it say, and whether one member suffer, all the members suffer with it. So when you brothers talking evil against camps, you making us all suffer. Because you got peoples that following that method and really believing that that's the way to go. So the Most High woke brothers up like me. I'm coming for your head, Jack. I'm telling you. And this ain't carnal or physical. I'm going to go precept among precept and show you what you think you know and your little understanding. I'm cutting the head off of it. So people can recognize, you know, it ain't going to be everybody, but a lot, like a brother was in the comic book and said, wow, that was a cold cut. So more than likely, he gonna be one brother to see. One, you don't know what you talking about. Two, you not wise. Three, you being a demon. And four, I shouldn't follow this man. So I did my job if I got one soul to see that. Cause that's what my job is. Like I said, the Most High woke me up, I understand my role. I'm a cleaner in this truth. If you coming with false understanding, I'm coming for your head, Jack. Go to Jeremiah 5 and 14. This stuff ridiculous, man. You gonna have a brother on your channel and then now you talking about him like a snake. With no, you ain't got no legitimate gripe that you call this school out. I can do that right now. Call your school out. And start a war with you. Keep going on your channel until you call yeah, we can have a debate or something. Or I'll push this on my brother Mahakar channel. Make him edit, not make him, but try to get him to edit. Just cause you being wicked. And you speaking out against a camp that he started when we trying to get this thing figured out. Brothers like y'all is cancers, man. I could go that route with it. But I'm not. So, like I said before, Jeremiah chapter 5 and 14. Cause this what I'm doing in this truth. Jeremiah 5 chapter 14. Wherefore, thus saith the Lord God of hosts, because ye speak this word, because I'm diligently speaking this truth, precept among precept. Let me read it back. Wherefore, thus saith the Lord God of hosts, the God of armies, because ye speak this word, because ye because I'm diligently speaking His truth, precept among precept. Behold, I will make my words in thy mouth fire, and this people wood, and it shall devour them. I will make my words in thy mouth fire, and this people wood, and it shall devour them. Man, I'm going to devour you Negroes with all this false stuff y'all teaching. Because what the brothers say, Priest Mahakar, this the year the doctrine cuts. It is going to be. Because a lot of stuff that I post, I'm going to try to get them to put it on his platform. Stuff that he can clearly see that understanding done got annihilated. That's what I'm going to do. Because it's about truth at the end of the day. I ain't saying I got all the truth. I'm not bragging and boasting on none of that. I'm just teaching with the gift. What it say, the ability that God give us. So I'm just sharing my ability. We all one body. I'm teaching with the ability God gave me. And the ability that He gave me is to cut through false understandings. And don't be scared to go at these brothers that's teaching, that's leading the sheep astray with fairy tales, with the wrong spirit, and with off stuff. You teaching fairy tales and teaching separation in this truth. I'm coming for your head, Jack. And on that note, shalom, shalom to the 12 tribes scattered abroad. Greeting. This Zephaniah, treasure, warrior spirit for the Most High Yahweh. Yahayaka, spiritual assassin for the Most High God. YASHARAHLA, Israel, a.k.a. Yah Mordecai. Wise warrior for the Most High Mighty One, God of Israel. Coming from Sith Lord Tiger School of Truth. Servants in the house of the Lord, together in God's eternal righteousness. Sith Lord Tiger, stick together, y'all.